What's going on, guys? Back for another video, and this one I didn't plan at all, but definitely a video that I had to cover. Now, one of my favorite sets is the 2012-13 Fleer Retro set, and one of the interesting things about that set is, if you follow the channel, I've mentioned it numerous times, or my IG posts, what they did is on the Playmakers Theater, which is a card numbered to 100, they put the pack odds. Okay, so as soon as you put the pack odds and on a numbered card, we can calculate print run. Well, Upper Deck did us a favor. Upper Deck put the pack odds on the population counts, so we can reverse engineer this and figure out all of the numbers. So let's go ahead. First of all, before I go ahead into it, I put a poll out on YouTube some time ago, and I asked people how many Young Guns they thought were printed. And 33%, over 33%, I think it worked out to 35% of people, thought that there were under 25,000 Young Guns printed in any given series. So we're going to take a look at those numbers and see if they're correct. Spoiler alert, they're not correct. There's a lot of Young Guns printed, and keep in mind, this is just going to look at hobby. Okay, so this isn't going to include all the retail product, all of those Young Guns and the stuff that's included in that. If it is a hobby specific card, then these are going to be the exact print runs, which a bunch of the inserts are hobby specific. Okay, so let's get into the quick math. So the out of 1,000s, obviously we know there are 1,000 of them printed, and they're 1 in 241 packs. So it's a 30 card checklist, meaning there are 30,000 of those cards, and they're 1 in 241 packs. So 30,000 multiplied by the 241 gives us a total print run of about 7.2 million packs. Now we divide that by 24 and we get 300,000 hobby boxes, and divide that by 12 and we get 25,100 cases of this stuff printed. So the first thing we'll take a look at is a Young Gun. So we have 25,000 cases. There's an average of 72 Young Guns per case, giving us a total of 1.8 million Young Guns. So 1.8 million Young Guns out there for this series. Now we take the 1.8 million, divide it by the 50 Young Guns on the checklist, and we get a total of 36,000 Young Guns each. Okay, so remember, this only includes hobby, this doesn't include retail, so you're gonna have a whole pile more of Young Guns out in that retail product, but 36,000 in the hobby, pretty incredible number. Again, let me know if you think that number's high or low, put it in the comments below, or general thoughts, but we got the Young Guns here, so they're 1 in 4 packs. We got 36,000 of those guys. Then we'll take a look at some other cards just to give you an idea of what there are in those inserts and how rare those gold inserts are, which are lower printed parallels this year. So now let's take a look at the Young Guns French. The Young Guns French are 1 in 121 packs, which gives us a total print run on the Young Guns French of 1,200. So again, sort of interesting to know you have 36,000 regular Young Guns, and then only 1,200 of the French, so pretty scarce when you obviously compare the two. The other thing is, I don't believe that there's any French in retail. I could be wrong about that, so that means that 1,200, there aren't any more, if it isn't in retail. I don't know, but I don't believe that it is. So let's get into some other inserts though. I'll pop the pictures up there and put the print runs below. So next we have the Center of Attention Gold. These are 1 in 199 packs. They have a 25 card checklist, meaning it has a print run of about 1,450 on that one. Freestyle Gold, one of my favorite inserts in the set. This one has a 50 card checklist. It's 1 in 1,478 packs, giving us a total print run of an even or very close to, these numbers are rounded very marginally, 100 printed of those Freestyle Golds. Defense Mechanism Golds, these are 1 in 165 with a 30 card checklist, giving us a total print run of right around 1,500. It works out to about 1,460, so we're right around that 1,500 mark. Next, we'll take a look at the Snow Spray Auto, which is a base card auto essentially. These are 1 in 6,058 packs with a 13 card checklist. So it works out to right around 92 of these, so 92 to 100, likely under 100. Next up, we got the Home Ice Stanley Cup. Now this card is really something else. Like I don't know who designed this, but that's the card there. Okay, so yeah, it's a good one, right? So these are 1 in 2,275 packs, and it's got a 33 card checklist because it's got the NHL logo in there and NHL one. Anyways, that gives us a total print run of 100 on those guys. Next we have, and you can't find this one, or I wasn't able to find a picture, but it's the home ice Stanley Cup, which is the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the pack odds on these are 1 in 290,784, and there are 25 of these printed. Next up, clear cut foundations, and these ones coming up have been another series, so it's going to give us an idea of sort of how many have been printed in the past if you're wondering about scarcity on them. So first off, the clear cut foundations are 1 in 357 packs. It has a 32 card checklist, and so has about 630 of those printed for the clear cut foundations. Next up are the clear cut league leaders. So these are 1 in 3,984 packs. It's only got a 6 card checklist, and so there's about 300 of these printed. Then we got the Fanimations, one of my favorite inserts of all time. We know they're short. You actually don't come across them too often, likely because collectors are stashing them. And I think that this print run is maybe going to be pretty close to previous years, but it's going to give us an idea anyways. So these are 1 in 4,742 packs with a 16 card checklist, giving us a print run of about 95 to 100. Math works to 95, so it's about 100. So looking back, depending on what you think, total print run was on series prior to compared to this, we can sort of judge those Fanimations are in the 100-ish range or lower. We don't think Upper Deck production's gone down, so we're gonna assume that they gotta be lower than that. And the last one that we got is the Day with Cup flashbacks, 1 in 4,277, 8 card checklist, and that gives us a total print run of 210. So Upper Deck, thank you for making the mistake and giving us some insight in terms of what you're doing and how much you're printing. Now you guys let me know down below what you think, if it's high, if it's crazy, if it's not crazy. Hit that like button, subscribe. I appreciate you watching. We'll check you.